James Bond.
Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Humans sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I've got a fantastic Giallo lined up for us. It is Dario Argento's 1982 classic. It is Tenebre. And guys, if you haven't seen this one, you're in for a treat. It's a wild, wild ride. So let's get right into this one. Here is Tenebre. Tenebre is a masterfully crafted Giallo film directed by the Italian maestro and all-around badass Dario Argento. Presented with thrilling amounts of tension and an overabundance of mystery, this delicately crafted Italian slasher flick lays out a beautiful, intricate story, which intrigues in great succession and entertains on all levels. When it comes to great Giallo films, Tenebre is right there at the top of the pack. The film follows an American writer named Peter Neal, who goes on a tour in Rome to promote his newest novel, yet after a series of brutal murders which are copied straight from his book Tenebre, becomes the focal point of the local police and the strangely obsessed psycho killer. With a string of clues and the bodies continuing to pile up, can Peter solve the case, or will he be the next victim in this fictional nightmare come to life? Anthony Franciosa takes on the role of Peter Neal, the intrepid writer who finds himself being stalked by a serial killer. Franciosa is exceptionally good in the role, as he puts all of himself into the troubled yet resourceful character. What I find most appealing about his portrayal of Peter Neal is the fact that he takes on the brutal killings by almost being his own private detective, setting off in expert fashion to find clues and track down leads. It's an absolute joy to watch Franciosa try to figure everything out, and his charisma and enthusiasm within the film is rather infectious. Teaming up in different variations to aid Peter Neal on his investigation is a collection of familiar faces and genre regulars. Daria Nicolodi takes on the role of Anne, Peter's friend and confidant in Rome, while John Saxon gives a great turn as Peter's publicist, Bulmer. Both do an amazing job with their respective roles and make for a great support system for Peter Neal's character as he delves deeper into the mystery. Another cast member who both helps and hinders Peter is Giuliano Gemma's Detective Germani, who has been assigned to the serial killer case and is still trying to figure out if Peter has anything to do with the killings. Gemma is wonderful in the role as he plays with the notion of being a prick and a savior to Peter Neal's hero character. All in all, the cast really ups the quality of the production and helps fill out this wild Giallo world. As usual for a Dario Argento flick, the violence and blood-soaked moments of this film are perfectly executed and handled with an expert craftsmanship touch. Being notoriously famous for his sadistic subject matter, Argento stays true to form as he seems to relish in all of the slashings and stabbings that flash across the screen in reckless abandon. The man is a staple of the genre, and Tenebre is a crowning achievement of his sick and grotesque tendencies, yet with an artistic and always inventive touch. Tenebre is a wholly satisfying Giallo film, which relies heavily on its tremendous cast to carry much of the story along. Unabashed in its violent portrayal and brimming with over-the-top and stylized murders, Dario Argento spares no expense in the brutality department as the mad copycat killer goes on a gleeful killing spree with jubilant fever. Overly stylized and particularly Hitchcockian, Tenebre is without a doubt a horror thriller that packs a great deal of entertainment value within its modest runtime. If you're a fan of the Italian horror craze of the 80s, then you owe it to yourself to check this one out. Frankly, I believe it is one of Dario Argento's best, and when you add on top of that the wonderfully demented and upbeat soundtrack by Italian rock legend Goblin, then you've got yourself one hell of a horrific treat. Tenebre is Dario Argento's madness at its absolute best. And guys, that is the masterfully done Tenebre. Frankly, it's one of Dario Argento's best, and I simply love watching it each time I sit down. It's amazingly done, extremely fun, and the twist at the end is rather amazing. So guys, check that one out if you haven't. You won't be disappointed. But that's it for me today. Hope you like that review, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then guys, I will see you at the next movie review. Take care.